Hey everybody, it is that time once again when I give you an update on how my Patreon campaign is going, and in doing so, remind you that my Patreon campaign is a thing that exists that you can all be a part of. If you can afford $1 a month to pledge to my Patreon campaign, you can be a part of the campaign and you can help to support this channel and support the work I do on YouTube. If this isn't your thing, if you don't really believe in crowdfunding stuff, or you just don't think I'm worth it, or that I deserve it, or whatever, perfectly fine. No hard feelings, totally a voluntary basis, just something that is there for those of you guys who like what I do, who enjoy what I do, who think it's worth supporting financially. There you go, patreon.com/Steve Shives. You can pledge any amount. You're billed on a monthly basis, and if you pledge $5 a month or more, I read your name at the end of these videos, which I'm going to do in a few minutes. But first, let me go through the milestones, because I have set certain fundraising milestones for my campaign to sort of let you know what I'll do with the money when I get to certain levels of my funding campaign. And the next milestone that I need to reach is at the $12.50 a month level, $1,250 a month, which I am so close to. I'm less than $100 away from reaching that goal as I speak, which is just incredibly exciting to me. And when I reach that milestone, I will produce a new hour-long Steve Stuffy video, and the premise of this video will be Steve Stuffy riffing Mystery Science Theater style on a crazy Christian movie called The Burning Hell, which is available in its entirety on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube and watch it and sort of get an idea of what you're in store for. But just as I've done the past couple years on Thanksgiving, where Stuffy and I have watched like sort of an old industrial film and riffed on it Mystery Science Theater style, sort of watched the movie and made jokes as it was playing. I'm going to do that for The Burning Hell. I will be writing and making this all-new hour-long video where we riff on The Burning Hell. That's at the $12.50 a month level. I'm so looking forward to that. It is really exciting to think about, because those riff videos are so much fun to do and fun to watch. I'm conceited enough to say that about my own work. After the $12.50 level, there is the $1,500 a month level. That is the level at which I will invest in some really good podcasting equipment. I'll get a new microphone, get a new, like a soundboard and a high quality digital recorder. And what I'm going to do with all that is I'm going to begin to make audio only versions of the An Atheist Reads series. Since I started doing the An Atheist Reads series all the way back like 3 years ago when I did the first An Atheist Reads The Case for Christ, people have said you should make these available in audio form. You should release this as a podcast so that people can listen to it in the car or while they're going for a run or whatever. You can listen to it just the audio, and I'm going to do that when I get to $1,500 a month. And the reason I'm waiting to that point is so I can afford to make a really, really good, high-quality podcast out of these An Atheist Read series, instead of just ripping the audio out of the videos and releasing it as an MP3, which really anybody could do. I want to make a real high-quality version. I want to go back through my scripts and polish them up a little bit. I want to re-record everything fresh, brand new, expressly for audio podcasts, and that's what I'm going to do at the $1,500 a month level. All new An Atheist Reads audio podcasts. I'm going to go back and record new versions of all the books I've done, and then moving forward in the future, all books that I do from that point forward will be also recorded in audio podcast form and released in that way. So it'll be really cool, really exciting new thing for the channel and for my output. Now, at $2,000 a month, the next level beyond that is also podcast related, because when I get to that level, I will begin doing a live weekly podcast. Audio podcast. I'd like to pattern it after Seth Andrews and his Thinking Atheist podcast. I'll release it on YouTube as well, but I want to do it live in audio form. Probably be about an hour long once a week. I'd like to get Ashley, my wife, to co-host it with me, but we'll have guests, we'll have different topics, we'll talk about all kinds of stuff, and we'll be able to take calls and interact with the listeners, and it'll just be a lot of fun. It's something I'm really, really looking forward to doing. A new thing for me, a new exciting venture, and at $2,000 a month, that's when it happens, a live weekly podcast from yours truly. And then finally, the last milestone I have defined right now is at the $3,000 a month level. That's a bit further in the future, but when I get to $3,000 a month, I will invest in a big upgrade of my video production equipment. I'm talking new camera, multiple cameras, new lights, new microphones, maybe new backdrops, maybe have the ability to go out and do some more location shooting, maybe even have the opportunity to hire some help every once in a while to help me shoot more elaborate videos. I have ideas in my head for stuff I would love to do that I just can't do right now, because I know if I tried to do it now, it's beyond my capability and I would not be able to do justice to it. But if I get to the point where I can afford to invest in some better equipment and invest in some help every once in a while, things will expand, it will grow. It will be basically the same kind of content I have on the channel now, but a bit more elaborate, a bit better production value, I can do things I can't do quite yet. I can't do right now. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And that's at $3,000 a month. Now, one of the things I do once a month, although this month is going to be twice a month for reasons I'll explain in a moment, I do a live Google Plus Hangout that everybody can watch, whether you're a patron or not. But if you are a Patreon patron, you can get a link to join the Hangout live on air. And you can basically be in the Hangout with me live on the air for an hour. I do it once a month. Usually this month, May, I'm doing 2 of them because last month I missed it because there was some technical difficulties with Patreon that have been resolved, but that's why I didn't do one last month as regularly scheduled. This month I did one just over the weekend on May 3rd. That was the 8th one of these that we've done, and it was really fun while it lasted. What happened was we were about halfway through, and we were talking about all kinds of stuff. We talked a little bit about the new Avengers movie. We were talking about the Baltimore uprising. We were talking about sitcoms, and then a transformer exploded down the street from me, and I lost power for about 2 hours. So it was a really great hangout while it lasted. But it was sort of cut short, unfortunately. But as I said, there will be another one of those this month, later this month. In fact, the final Sunday, the final day of the month of May, May 31st, will be the regularly scheduled May Hangout. It'll be May 31st, starting at noon Eastern time, as these usually do. I toyed with the idea of starting them at a different time, but then I held a poll, and most of my patrons who voted seemed to identify noon my time as the time when most of them would be able to make it. So that's going to be the time slot for the foreseeable future. But yeah, it's May 31st, noon Eastern time. I would love to see some of you guys who are patrons come and join me in the Hangout, and we can chat for an hour or so and talk about whatever we end up talking about. And those of you guys who think that would be fun, who would like to try that, and you're not a member of the Patreon campaign, I invite you to become a member. $1 a month is all you need. You can pledge more if you want, but that's the level that you can pledge at in order to get the Hangout link and be able to join me once a month in the Hangout. They are so much fun. They're one of my favorite things that I do now, because I get to interact with you guys in a way that I don't usually get to do. So May 31st at noon is the next patron Hangout. Now, before I get to the shoutouts, there's one last thing I want to note, because I've mentioned this the last few times. If for whatever reason you would like to support me, to support this channel with a donation, but the Patreon campaign doesn't really appeal to you for whatever reason, you don't like the idea of a regular monthly pledge, maybe you're afraid you'll lose track of it. I mean, you can cancel your Patreon subscription to me anytime you want, but maybe you're afraid you'll sort of allow it to get away from you. You can make a one-time pledge to this channel in 2 very easy ways. First, you can donate through my PayPal account, which is linked on the front page of my channel. Just click the PayPal link and you'll be able to make a donation directly to me, to my PayPal account. Or you can donate through YouTube's new fan funding feature, which is linked both on my channel page. It's the blue button. You can just click that and contribute any amount you want, just a one-time donation that'll go straight to me. Or you can find that same donation feature by clicking on the card that is linked on this video. Just click on the little eye icon up there in the corner, and one of the cards that you will see is Support Steve through fan funding, and you can just click on it that way. And you can also find my Patreon page by clicking on the information cards through the link in the corner as well. So that's the fan funding feature. If the Patreon campaign isn't your thing, but you would still like to help out, consider using that option. Now, As for those of you who have chosen to join the Patreon campaign, I appreciate all of you guys who have been with me from the very beginning. We're coming up on, in the next 2 months, it'll be a year since I started this Patreon campaign, and it has been such a boon to me personally, to my channel, to my my motivation to keep doing this, and to feel like there are people who actually care about this and get something from this and feel like what I'm doing is worth something to them. You have no idea how gratifying that is, unless you've done something like that yourself, which many of you have, which I also greatly appreciate. But if you join the campaign and you pledge at the level of $5 a month or more, one of your rewards is, actually the only reward that you get at the moment, is that I give you a shout out. I'll say your name at the end of these videos. And now we've reached the point where I'm about to do just that. These are the patrons who have joined my campaign at the level of $5 a month or more since last month. Here we go. Tim Ziegler, thank you, Tim. Mike Regan, thank you, Mike. Benji Glasky, thank you, Benji. Josiah Biggs, thank you, Josiah. Ake Lossman, or maybe Aki Lossman, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but thank you very much. Andrew Mentzer, thank you, Andrew. Brendan McLaren, thank you, Brendan. Eric Schaffer, thank you, Eric. Viking Hoof, thank you, Viking Hoof. Skittle Killer, thank you, Skittle Killer. Tony Creamer, thank you, Tony. Sean Moore, thank you, Sean. And John Frericks, thank you, John. Thank you to all of you guys who joined the campaign at the $5 a month or higher level over this last month. Thank you to you guys who joined at lower than the $5 a month level, because every pledge counts. Every dollar means something and helps. And if you could only afford to pledge $1 a month or $2 a month or $4 a month, don't think I appreciate you any less. I appreciate every dollar that you guys have seen fit to contribute to help me continue in this work. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank all of you who have supported the Patreon campaign all throughout it and going into the future. And thank you guys who haven't supported this channel financially, but have supported it by liking the videos or sharing the videos or leaving comments. All of that stuff helps. All of that stuff is incredibly important, and I appreciate it more than I can tell you. Thank you guys so much for your help in whatever form it has taken. I'm so glad that what I do is important enough to you that you have felt moved to help and to contribute and to share in it in some way. Thank you so much, and I will be back to talk to you about this again in about a month. See you guys.